no validation and just as happy to leave behind no record of their work? Most of you here write music. Is that what you do it for, completely? How many of us will be pleased to press our buttons alone on our porches in our 70s, our loop pedals, no notoriety, just adjusting the knobs on our tube amps for the joy of it until our decades of craft toning get swept away with our deaths like sand mandalas in the wind? Bushwick, home of the spiritually actualized, young, internet-savvy, artistic innovator. Are you really spending your life perfecting the art of screaming into a paper bag? Be honest. Are you really happy doing this just for you? Are you really spending your life perfecting the art of screaming into a paper bag? No. We create to share. We are not funneling portions of our paychecks every month into practice spaces, upgraded instruments, new recordings, music videos, and so on for meditative practice in private fulfillment. People aren't dumb enough to continue investing in their own stagnation. So I want to address the myth head on. We create art to share it with each other. Because sharing distinct and honest perspectives is valuable. It enriches our lives with challenge and inspiration. It bridges the gap between our experiences into shared feeling. Helps us on the path to discovering how we feel about the world as we experience it. Worthwhile art bravely takes a difficult position to allow the observer an opportunity to feel a genuine and noteworthy reaction. It stimulates our brains with something new. It moves us. It calls on the affluent to recognize the humanity and potential in everyone they've underestimated or misunderstood. It calls on the oppressed to know their worth and demand emancipation. It takes a position and changes us with that position. Musicians, think of the music that changed you. Remember that feeling of change exhaling over your body. So what is the position you take? In this Atlantic Ocean of independent music, in which every idea has been done to death, how do you produce something that isn't totally waterlogged in echoes of prior creations and cliches? How do you create something worthwhile? Something that will generate feeling and enthusiasm? Something that will turn heads? Here's the problem I see. We are ruled by shit like Instagram. How many young entrepreneurs do you know posting photos daily, yoga poses on mountains, breathing in the air, arranging compasses and quill pens on repurposed painted crates, captioning about travel, loving yourself and trusting the universe to take you where you're going? Namaste, put a filter on it. In the age of endless uploads, our survival is hinged on our ability to set ourselves apart, and we do that by branding ourselves. But branding is cunning. It is not sincere. It's trickery. It's sociology. Branding is to be aware of what will turn heads and manipulate the consumer into buying your product. Maybe your product is helpful, but that does not apply to art. Art is subjective. No one needs to buy your art. So if your artwork is more about your brand than quality of work, if you're more concerned with being acknowledged as someone special or cool or sexy, or if you're more concerned with cooing at the camera than providing something new and stimulating to help and that's helpful to other people, then fuck you. We don't need more ego in this arena. We don't need to consume more shallowness. We have already worshipped enough narcissists. So here's the position that I want to take. Fuck your fashion band. In the age of utter immersion, there is already too much art. A generation hitting the refresh button daily does not have the fan to worship icons. You're not going to be an icon because iconography is dead. It's dead like MTV is dead. Like $22 for a new CD at the record store is dead. Like rock stardom is dead. Like groupies hanging out with the band is dead. Like Woodstock is dead. Like punk is dead. Like grieving over suicidal frontmen is dead. Like award shows are dead. Like original mainstream music and anything that doesn't 100% guarantee a return for big money investment with backup dancers and fireworks displays is dead. The only way to create something actually genuine and worthwhile in these times is to abandon the concept that only icons create good art. You don't need to double as musician and model. You don't need to puff cigarettes, get wasted, and pout all the time to look mysteriously cool with death. You don't need to be fashion forward, cute or shy or sad or wacky or unique at all. You don't need to be a brand. Stop wasting your time with shallow garbage. This world is a fucking mess. If you have the opportunity to express your tastes in art form and share with people, you need to use your platform to help better this world. Or fuck you, stop wasting our time. You don't need to be fascinating. You need to produce challenging material. Be real, be yourself, whatever that is, be the fucking freak you are. But stop trying to sell to the rest of us that you are really doing it unaware of how cool you look, or you think you just don't care, because you are aware about what you're doing, and you do care, or you wouldn't be here doing it. Sometimes the only solace I feel is that in time, nature will envelop this entire reality. Do you ever remind yourself that in time, nature will envelop your fashion band?